A formal arbitration award is expected soon for Maui County staff, which could set the tone for what's ahead on other islands and for state workers. When the state went into COVID lockdown in 2020, not everybody got to stay home. Many private and public sector workers had to keep at their jobs and risk running into the virus.
I think we have to remember, while we look at COVID today as the bad flu, get a shot, you should be okay, the picture was very different in early 2020. I think we need to use that lens when you're judging the question of providing a hazard differential to people.
Yet more than 2 years later, most people have not been paid any extra for working frontline jobs.
At the start of the pandemic, we had made requests of every jurisdiction where employees were required to continue going into work every day to address the issue of whether or not they were entitled to hazard pay. Each employer followed their own process for doing so, and eventually all of the employers denied the requests, which led us to file grievances with each separate jurisdiction.
A big arbitration decision in Maui County is expected any day now, which could secure hazard pay for around 1,300 HGEA members for a 15 to 25% bump for days worked at risk. UPW on Maui recently settled a similar matter for their members at 18 months of hazard pay.
So for us, for the entire period of the emergency proclamation, if the governor saw fit to make sure that we in Hawaii were living under these emergency rules, then we feel that was the duration of the hazard.
Maui is the farthest along in resolving the matter with HGEA, the state's largest public worker union. But what's not yet known is how many people who work for other counties and the state will get paid, how much, and when, if ever. UPW filed grievances in all jurisdictions covering about 10,000 members and say they'll go all the way to arbitration if they have to. The police union has grievances in various stages of the process. Kauai has a scheduled hearing on HGEA early next year, but the county says it has not yet set aside any money. No date yet for Hawaii County. Mayor Roth's spokesperson says they remain actively engaged in dialogue and will let us know when it's resolved. Honolulu has a lot of roadblocks.
The city and county of Honolulu at the moment is attempting to treat each case individually. We do hope that they'll come around and agree to consolidate and facilitate the resolution of this a lot sooner.
Honolulu's Corporation Council told me in a statement they'll defend against claims, went to great lengths to protect employees, and low infection rates at city workplaces show their effectiveness.
The state is the big elephant in the room, but we had no expectation that the current administration would deal with this. They're undoubtedly going to punt to the next administration to address it.
One of the biggest state departments is education. HSTA's spokesperson tells me the teachers union asked for hazard pay, but it's not outlined in their contracts, so the request was denied and they can't take it to arbitration like other unions. HGEA, which has non-teaching staff across public schools, has arbitration hearings with the DOE next month. A DOE spokesperson tells me they've asked for more time so a new state administration can get involved. Unions say the feds have already given the state and county money to cover the cost.
It's specifically identified in the bill that Congress passed that hazard pay is one of the purposes for them giving such ARPA funds to each jurisdiction. So we're not looking, it's not an attempt really to break the bank.
We'll follow up on the Maui decision and the status for the rest of the counties and state. Gina Mangieri, KHON2 News, always investigating.